little video today, just quickly going over what exactly is on my bike when I went to Zambia. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a photographer and I go on these cycling adventures, partly to guide the group, but also to capture their experience and turn it into a nice photo book afterwards. But I cycle along for these experiences to be with the group everywhere and capture, ideally, everything. So my bike has to be equipped with everything that I need, from spare batteries, water, food, things to help other participants repair their bikes on the road, etc. So this is my setup to do just that. For actually capturing these adventures, I'm using a Sony camera. Video on that somewhere up here or here. Today is just all about my bike and what I'm actually using. So let's get everything off, because this thing is absolutely filthy and I need to wash everything that's on it. So first up, drinking bottle 1 from Neversecond. Drinking bottle number 2, this one is more of a spare. Then in my top tube bag right here, I don't know if there's anything left, no, not at the moment. Usually I keep my Osmo Pocket 3 in here, as well as a spare battery for the Sony and maybe some little snacks. Let's see what we've got up front. Right here, oh, everything is still disgusting. We've got a little raincoat for the camera, because yes, when I was there in Zambia, it might have looked all pretty and sunny weather, but it's actually the rainy season right now, so in just a couple of minutes it could turn from sunny weather to absolutely storming. So having this on me on the bike was very important to cover up the Sony when needed. As well, obviously, in the front bag, sunscreen for when it is not raining. Then in my main bag, in here I've put a dry bag. I think I bought this one in IKEA. It's ideal to keep batteries clean, have some spare mics, maybe some SD cards, put my wallet, and when it is really pouring down, all these bags get soaked and water does get inside. So putting an extra dry bag inside of your cycling bag is a great idea. This way your batteries will survive the entire week and you don't have to go out and purchase new ones. Obviously, got a spare tire in here, as well as some tire levers, a multi-tool, though this one is very rusted, so I might have to get a new one. This is actually a very cheap pump made by Decathlon, but it's by far one of the best ones, because replacing tires does happen very often. You can pass some parts with a lot of thorns in the sand, and so a lot of people get flat tires. That's why you have to carry a pump and a spare tire. Then another big recommendation for me is just bring a bunch of zip ties. I always just shove these in there. It weighs next to nothing, it takes up very little place. And the amount of things you can fix in the bush with a couple of zip ties is insane. I've got a little bag, which is very damaged right now. This has got some extra brake pads in it, just in case I would need any, which, due to all the mud on the bike, is very likely. So I keep these on me at all times, you never know. Nah, always have snacks on you. And then there is an AirTag inside, because whether my bike gets transported without me knowing it down there, or my luggage is missing, having an AirTag inside will always help you find whatever is lost, or just checking in, is the bike on my plane? This just gives extra peace of mind. Okay, so I took most snacks and other things out before I left, but usually there would be a bunch of cookies and sweets and some more quick links inside of here, but I took those out for the moment. Then for the bike itself, this is a very cheap Cube AIM SL. Well, I say cheap, obviously there's always cheaper bikes, but within mountain bikes, this is a pretty cheap bike. Picked it up for about $500, put these bags on, put a cage on the derailleur, because I know it looks dumb and I know it adds weight, but the amount of times this thing has saved me is countless. Yes, it's a cheap bike, yes, it's a very heavy bike, The shifting system is not special, the suspension is not special, the brakes are pretty good but also nothing special. But in my experience, this thing hasn't let me down one time. The bags, they are made by a company called Agu. I really like these. I think they give a fun little retro aesthetic and they have held up great. I've taken these on, I think, 4 adventures to Africa right now, and honestly, no complaints. All the zippers still work great. Yes, when it rains really heavily, they will let some water inside, but I think all cycling bags struggle with this problem. Then, kind of unique on this setup, I've put my bottle cage on here. Why did I do that? Well, obviously, there's not much space for a big water bottle down here. And a very unique trait I found with this is that when you're going fast, for example downhill and not flat at all, it's very rocky terrain, sometimes you need your hands back on the steering wheel quickly. And so just putting your bottle down between your legs without having to reach down allows me to drink very quickly and put it away very quickly whenever I want. I really like this position, and whether or not I have space down here, I think I will always keep my water bottle up here. It never goes flying anywhere, it always stays relatively clean compared to the water bottles that I used to put down there, and I just attached it with a couple of Velcro zip ties. Yes, I have bar ends. I love the flexibility it gives me in positions on long days. I know it's retro. So that's my setup. That's today's video, just a quick tour of my bike. If you like adventure, cameras, or just following my journey to becoming my dream job, which is a documentary photographer, cinematographer in harsh environments, I would suggest follow along. Get subscribed so you don't miss the next video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!